What is up, everybody? Mark with Coffee&Toys here, bringing you another G.I. Joe classified unboxing and review. We're back at it, folks. We have androids, robots, machines, oh my. Today, we will be reviewing the G.I. Joe classified series number 69, Arctic Bat. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I was able to finally get my pre-order from Hasbro Pulse for the Arctic Bat delivered yesterday, and I was super excited to get this figure because this is a figure that I was absolutely had zero interest in until I found out what we were actually getting. So real quick, if you weren't familiar with the Arctic Bat, it was first revealed as a teaser image inside the upcoming Snow Job panel art or panel picture, whatever. In the background, you could see the Arctic Bat, and it was just a straight white repaint bat. And everybody's like, okay, we're getting an Arctic Bat. You know, they released one of those in the 30th anniversary line of G.I. Joe and the 4-inch style. And it's a good figure. It's a good repaint. But, you know, getting, like I said before, getting kind of this fatigue of repaints of bats and vipers and snake eyes. Lots of repaints that we don't really need, and yet we're getting more. Now, that being said, once the actual photos were released of what we were going to be getting with this bat, changed my mind completely. We've got all sorts of new accessories, definitely making this a figure, in my opinion, worth picking up. But let's go check it out, and let's see if that holds true as we go through this review together. So here we have it. We have the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Arctic Bat. And this is a cool figure. I like the packaging artwork we have. And immediately the first thing that stands out is you see the alternate head that this guy has. This is not the typical bat head, although it is included. But wow, look at this. This looks like a killing machine. But of course, before we get too far into it, we have the beautiful packaging art. This is the plastic-free packaging that will be going away. But that being said, they've done a very good job of displaying these figures and what's included. So, Arctic Bat, number 69 in the series. Now, I wanted to point this out real quick because I noticed this when I opened it out of the box. They have this QR code on here, and right below it they have the file card information. And I was so hopeful. I said to myself, I bet this will take me directly to the page that tells me the file card, what each one of these stand for, and that would be fantastic. I scanned it, and it takes me to a page that says, for Hasbro, it says, where do you want to go, play or shop? So I don't know if that's a complete miss by Hasbro, if it's supposed to do that, but I was really, really hoping this would take me directly to explain what these emblems were. Unfortunately, it did not. Hasbro, if you're paying attention, great idea, but you've got to make this barcode, this QR code rather, work properly and not take me to just a default page. It's actually got to go directly to that information, if that was indeed the case. But minor gripe aside, we'll flip it over to the back, where of course we see what is included with the figure. First of all, showing its height. Kind of taller than a normal G.I. Joe figure, 6.5 inches. Of course, he has all sorts of crazy accessories, and we're going to go through all these. But man, that's a lot of figure for a base price. And we're going to talk about that. So, of course, showing you how you can alternate things out. And finally, we have the same. They're making it smaller now, and it's hard for me to read those, but I will throw them up on the screen real quick so we can see what each one of these are. It's very small. Almost too small. If I had another gripe, I'd make that a little bit bigger, Hasbro. It's not terribly small, but maybe just a hair larger for us. You know, come on. Your primary purchasers, of the people that are purchasing this line, we're in our 40s and 50s at this point. We don't have the best eyesight, so please enlarge that a little bit. Otherwise, we have that great artwork on the side with that, you know, Cyclops-looking eye. That's just a terrifying bat. And like I said, number 69 in the series, G.I. Joe Classified, legalese on the bottom. So with that being said, well, let's get this guy out of the box and really dive into what this figure's about. And here we have it, the Cobra Arctic Bat out of his packaging. And I did want to show briefly the packaging on this because the interior packaging is a little bit different. Pardon me, I'm pulling out some of the straps that I cut out. But the packaging art, as you can see, is actually now on the back of the box. I don't remember them doing this with other plastic-free packaging. For example, the Falcon, I don't recall having a picture in the background. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that was kind of nice to actually see that packaging art in the back. So if you really wanted to, you could, you know, if you just really like that art, you could cut it out or whatever. But I thought that was a cool little add-on. In addition, the Foot Locker case is a little bit different. Of course, it's got the Cobra logo, number 69, but it looks more like something you pick up and walk away with. It looks less like a Foot Locker, or it's definitely a different type of Foot Locker. But just wanted to showcase that off a little bit. It's pretty cool in and of itself. So, that being said, we have the Arctic Bat figure. This is what it comes like directly out of the package. And already we're seeing some new stuff. Besides the obvious new head, I mean, there's a lot of new pieces on this. These shoulder pauldrons are new. No, they're attached to this right here. That's all new. This waist piece is new. This gun holster on the thigh and this other non-holster but additional padding on the leg is all new as well. There's a lot of new stuff on this figure. They've also changed the color. This is a brighter gray. It's more silver now. And of course, you got the blue on the chest piece. And yeah, there is a lot. I got a little bit of discoloration there on his booty. But I mean, they've added a lot of stuff to this. So there's the figure. Let's go ahead and I'll slide him back a little bit more. There's the figure. Let's go ahead and get the accessories out from this Foot Locker. And so you get one giant paper bag of accessories. Open that off to the side. And wow, there's just all sorts of stuff coming out of here. Okay, that's out of the way. So wow, this is cool, man. Sorry, I'm over here looking at it, and I should be showing you guys. So let me straighten the bat out so you can get a good look at him while we go through the accessories. Now, first accessory laying right here, of course, is the classic backpack. Geez, easy for me to say. That the bats come with, which it's got the accessory holders for the additional weapons, and then you can plug one in here as well. Of course, that just goes right on his back, and you know me, I love it when you can put all the accessories on a bat. Hopefully we'll be able to do that today. So of course that goes right onto the back of the bat. And now we are going to look at, gosh, there's just all sorts of stuff to look at. Let's look at the gun because it just is laying right here. This is completely new. I do not believe any other character has this gun yet. It does have a stand for sniping, so I guess this is more of a sniper rifle per se than an actual like assault rifle. Of course, it's got this rubber strap that you can move around. Don't believe it comes off. Trying to look at the bottom if it unplugs. No, I don't believe it does. Oh, but it does have a... Wow. That's cool. Is this how you remove the... Wow, dude. Did not expect that. That is super cool. So the clip comes out. So you can put the clip back in and close it up. That is so cool. Now, in addition to that, we also have a suppressor that can go onto the gun barrel, I'm going to assume. And yes, sirree, Bob. Put that right on there, and you now have a suppressor onto your, what I'm going to call a sniper rifle, because I don't know if this rifle exists in real life. If any of you guys are gun experts on the channel that watch, tell me if this is a real weapon or a made-up weapon, but man, that is really cool. So, of course, he's got his assault rifle. He has just a standard sidearm. This is the one I believe that comes with all bats. He comes with 2 different chest pieces. So you can have the battle-damaged look that most of the bats come with, or you can have the white with the black Cobra emblem on it. So that is very cool as well. We do get an alternate head, and that's what I wanted to kind of look at a minute. Arctic Polarized. This is a cool head. I mean, it's got this shiny blue and green, like, that just looks so cool. Very Arctic. And of course, adding that wording on there, Arctic polarized, is just so neat. So we've got that. And then we have an alternate hand of a chainsaw, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, this just plugs in and off on his hand like a typical bat. And I'm just actually coming to the realization as I'm going through the accessories, he doesn't actually come with the typical bat hands. He comes with this assault rifle, and he comes with that chainsaw arm and the pistol, but he doesn't come with any actual, the original bat arm accessories. So kind of makes the backpack a little less impressive unless this will actually fit in. And we'll play with it in a minute. And then finally, he comes with this additional, I don't know if we want to call this body armor or what exactly, but he does come with it, and it's two pieces that have been glued together. But the cool thing is you can actually see on the back where they made it so it'll fit on the chest piece exactly. So you don't necessarily have to use these two. You can actually use this one. I think that's what I'm going to do in this case. We're gonna plug that one on. And yeah, that looks very nice. Very nice. So let's go ahead and accessorize him up. I didn't go through the articulation. I should probably do that, but if you've had a G.I. Joe Classified series, you know what you're getting. You're getting all the bells and whistles of the articulation, drop down hips, double jointed knees, bends at the double jointed elbows, 360 with the head, neck articulation on the bat, so you can make him do this crazy look, bicep cut, thigh cut. You're playing all the hits, right? So we know what we're getting. So let's go ahead and accessorize, put the pistol in the this new holster, exclusive to this figure right now today. Let's see where this arm, let's see what the arm looks like on first of all. So, which one do I want to replace? We'll replace this one. So it just pops right out. And there you go. You have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre android that specializes in cold climates. And of course you can take the hand accessory and you can just pop it in right there, and you can hide it out of the way. Very cool. Pardon the pun with the Arctic theme. And then of course you can give him his assault rifle, sniper rifle, whatever you want to call it. And we can just simply put that in his hand. Not a big fan with how it looks. Also, the plastic's very twisted on this one. It's bent up, so I'll have to warm that up a little bit. Matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to put it in his hand. I'm going to put it over his shoulder because this is just a killing squad of a figure. So, there we have the figure accessorized. And what do you think so far? You think it's worth leaving a like down below? I'd really appreciate that. But seriously, this is a fun figure. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to re-accessorize him with all the other stuff on so you can kind of see what it looks like by comparison. I wish I would have gotten two of these figures. Unfortunately, I just have one. But we are going to do a comparison against the normal bat just so you can see some of the differences. Okay, so I put the bat to make him look more uniform with my other bats that I have in my collection, and just to give everyone, all of you, a chance to see all the bats we have gotten so far in the classified line. And I think it's pretty safe to say that they are getting the most out of their mold. But that being said, this bat by far is probably the best out of all of them, only in the fact that it's so different. Like I said, with the amount of accessories that you get with this figure, and while it is true you don't get the original arm replacements like the claw or the drill bit or the flamethrower, you do get that chainsaw accessory, which I did want to talk about this for a split second. When I was changing him out, I noticed that really the only place you can plug it in is back here, and it does not, I don't know if this is just mine, but it does not stay in. If you put it up in there and kind of turn it to a little bit, it'll stick. It's actually holding up pretty well. But you have to almost line it up exactly with the arm, because for whatever reason that plug just, of course now it's staying. So okay, well I do have it turned in a little bit, but if you just plug it straight up in there, it comes right out. So again, don't know if that's mine, but I did want to just kind of showcase the difference between these figures. They've added so much accessories or additional goods, these plastic goods, onto the arms and the legs and this belt. So you do get a lot out of this figure. And the other thing I wanted to kind of showcase was, you know, you can do some crazy mix and matches here. Let's say you don't want your bat to have the chainsaw. I mean, you can just simply take one of your many other bats that we have gotten. So I'm going to use this one as an example. And yeah, it's going to look a little funny because of the paint difference. But I mean, the bottom line is you can use other bat accessories on this bat. So it's not really a big deal, in my opinion, that it doesn't come with all the other extra arms. Other than if you decide to mix and match, you're going to have some discrepancies in color. Now, what you won't have a discrepancy on is if you want to use this crazy head. Let's say we want to put it on this bat. I'll just do it over here on this side of the camera. Oh, maybe I will. There. So, you can actually put this head on another bat. Man, this is so I thought. Wow, why is this not going on there? Oh, Big H, tell me you didn't make a mistake. Interesting. So I am not sure this head will fit on this bat, and that makes me really sad. So let me try again. Wow, that is very unfortunate. So let's play a game, do a little bit of investigation. Let's check out. Wow, it is different. Look at that. Two different type ball joints. Okay, well, I guess we need to do some more investigation because I don't know if I've ever swapped out all the different heads. Now, I believe I've used this head on this figure before because I was trying to go for a more cartoon looking bat. So let's look at this bat and see what he's got going on. Thanks for staying with me, by the way. Hit the like button if you haven't, because we're doing some investigate. Okay, so now this one does have the smaller ball joint. And you can put that head on it directly. Interesting. So let's pull that off. Put the crimson head back on. I did not know they redid that joint. So that's cool. Learned something new today. I wonder why they did that. What's this one? Take off his backpack, makes it easier to get to. Oh, sweet days of heavenly sunshine. And that's the bigger joint. Maybe that's why, because I've had such a hard time pulling off the bat head on these two figures, but not on those. So, well, that's interesting because it would have been super cool to be able to use this head on any of the bats, but as I've learned today, and as you've learned with me, these two bats have a different joint on their head than these two. So, very, very interesting. Now, my assumption is that nothing changed with the this extra padding. I'm sure if I took this bat and just wanted to, plug this in, there's no issues there. Of course, that bat can, and that actually doesn't look too bad. So again, there's a lot of playability here, just not as much as I thought there would have been had they kept that ball joint the same, but I get it. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could have this. Well, that didn't stay on there very well, did it? Huh. It stays on there. Sorry, folks, I paused because I'm sitting here, stream of consciousness, and then I'm thinking, and well, that doesn't stay on there very well at all, actually. Huh. So, okay. There you've kind of gotten some differentiation between the figures. Let me go ahead and get this cleaned up and we'll do a final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 69, Cobra Arctic Bat. Definitely worth the pickup. I feel like this is probably an original idea they had before they started doing a more retro style of figures. Worth the pickup, if nothing else, for the amount of accessories you get that are new. Even if the accessories like the sniper rifle are done in white, you can still use that with other figures. This head is the biggest selling point to me. The fact that we got this head and a classic version of the head together, as well as the extra or chest pieces rather. The new chainsaw accessory, and it's just the additional pieces added onto the thighs and upper arms. Makes this feel, as well as the chest piece, makes this feel like a brand new figure, and with the potential to swap certain parts in and out. Most notably, you could swap the chainsaw or you could swap the head with some of the other bats. But as we mentioned, it's interesting that they did switch that ball joint out, so you can't totally swap everything. This is definitely a troop builder in the sense that you could have an entire legion of bats with the classic bat head and have this be the battle commander, whatever. Maybe in your head cannon, this could be overkill. I don't know. But definitely worth picking up. The price point is what's the most surprising about this. This is a basic figure that actually feels like a deluxe figure. So when Hasbro in the past gave us for example, the Python bat, it felt very lacking. It didn't come with any alternate heads. It came with just the bare accessories, no swappable chest piece. It seems like Hasbro learned from their mistakes, and they doubled down, and they now are giving us a new head sculpt, new weapons, new accessories, and still including the original stuff. So kudos to Hasbro for producing this figure. $25 price point. It can't be beat. If you can find this figure, I'm picking up another one. I'm actually going to go log on to my PC and try to find a couple more of these guys because I think they're super cool. Again, pun not intended. So with that being said, if you've made it this far, once again, like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are doing that live stream very soon as a thank you to all the subscribers. Once we got over that 500 subscriber mark, I'm doing a live stream. We're giving away prizes, lots of cool things, including G.I. Joe. So make sure you like, subscribe. I'm Mark. This is Coffee with Toys, and I will see you later.